The Iowa legislature is approaching the end of session, but before lawmakers gavel out for the summer, they still have to come to an agreement on property tax reform.
The Senate's new proposal moved forward through a House committee, or I should say a House subcommittee today, but not without some pushback. KCCI's Bo Bowman joins us now live in studio to explain what's on the table. Bo?
Yeah, Ben, Stacy, it was a packed room this afternoon as dozens of Iowans spoke up supporting or criticizing specific parts of the bill. And it's important to know that this is not a black and white piece of legislation, as this is not just a few tweaks to the system, it's a massive overhaul to property taxes in Iowa.
If you'd like to speak, please come up now.
It was a packed House subcommittee meeting Monday afternoon as dozens of Iowans spoke to representatives
3 to 4%
about their concerns over the property tax overhaul recently proposed by the Senate.
We are concerned about the impact.
The bill covers many different divisions of the Iowa property tax code, including eliminating the rollback system and offsetting it with an increase to the homestead exemption. And while that may benefit some homeowners, it could place a burden on landlords and renters.
It's really nice to benefit the owner-occupied property owners. That's great. In Ames, 50% of our population rents. And so if we're going to give a 50% exemption to only owner-occupied homes, that means that everybody that rents is going to have double the property taxes.
Others address limits the bill would place on local governments that could force tough choices. But some say they appreciate the piece of legislation creating other alternative streams of revenue.
We just appreciate the revenue diversification provided through the local option sales tax authority, subject to voter approval, of course, which keeps the taxpayer centered in this discussion.
Some push back on a provision that would tie Iowa's gas tax to inflation, allowing small automatic increases each year.
We're seriously having a conversation about putting the gas tax on autopilot and raising it on Iowans.
But others say the tax is needed for the road use tax fund.
We're not trying to make up for past loss of buying power, trying to stem the tide going forward.
Now, while the House subcommittee did vote to move this bill onto the full committee, there is still a large divide between what House lawmakers want to see on this property overhaul and what Senate lawmakers want to see. So there will still be some negotiations between the chambers before anything is sent off to the governor. There will be a continued public hearing on the bill tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Ben?
And the clock continues to tick there, Bo. Thank you.